love that song. This is the 6th Sunday of Lent, and we welcome you to this youth-led Palm Sunday celebration titled Paving the Way. We know that this day marks the entering of Jesus into Jerusalem, where he was greeted by the people with much enthusiasm and joy.
Using our Lent booklet, 40 Days of Letting Go, we read from this entry for today by Rev. Kurt Condra. Rev. Kurt was Rev. Gary's mentor. During his ministerial training here, Rev. Kurt writes for Palm Sunday titled Preparing the Way.
Greeted by adoring throngs spreading cloaks and branches before him, Jesus must have understood the crowd's jubilation was fleeting. He knew he would not fulfill their expectations that Rome would be defeated. He knew his purpose was greater, to reveal God's kingdom transcends all earthly reality, even death. Like palm fronds thrown before Jesus on the road, each time we release a limiting belief, pattern, or behavior, we pave the way for the divine to enter our consciousness and free spirit to work in our lives. But here's the thing. Raising consciousness is an evolutionary process. Releasing negativity is not one and done. As long as we're traveling this material plane, the world will provide palm fronds to lay before truth. The good news. Each branch we cast brings us into more perfect alignment with the divine, and we grow in love and compassion for ourselves and for others.
We acknowledge on our spiritual journey that each day provides us with the opportunity to grow and raise our consciousness. We open ourselves to this learning on a daily basis. As long as we walk on this planet, we determine what is happening now and what we intend to do next. We turn to our truth within our Christ consciousness that guides us, renews us. And it's the source of the great adventure called life. We look at the scripture from John chapter 12, verse 13. They took branches of palm trees and went forth to meet him, cried, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of Lord. We are one with God as we step into our life. We are continually blessed. God is our only source and supply. In union with God, we are free to go where to our heart chooses.
Each of us is paving the way with our life each day, month, and year. Each of us has a vision today and what is next for us. So mine is not like, what's for the future for me, because I'm not a long-time goal kind of person. But this last week, I've been preparing for this service. I've been working on a theater thing because we have our competition next week, and we had a performance this Saturday, so that was all preparation. And I'm going to be very glad because once we finish the service and we go have potluck, then I'll be able to go home and do something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, which is finally finish the prologue of this book that I'm writing. And it's been taking forever, but I'll be finally finished with it, and then I can start working on chapter 1. So, Zelda, what's next for you?
Mine is when I get home, I look at myself to follow my path and lead to God and Jesus to make me proud who I am. And I just look with God, and he is source of me.
Jane, would you like to share what's next for you?
Well, I have a very big chapter of my life that's coming up. I start college next year. I know I'm very excited. I'm going to A&M, and I'm going to major in computer engineering. There you go. And I'm going to minor in something musical, don't worry. But I'm very excited to start the next chapter of my life and go where life takes me, and hopefully someday help the world in some way. So.
Thank you. Each of us has the inspiration to guide us to pave our way. If you are ready like us to chart what's next for you, you might join us in this personal exploration. We have 6 steps for paving your way. Number 1 is to take time to center and meditate, which we're about to do. So that's good. Meditation is very important because I know it has helped me before, as much as it kind of seems stupid to me whenever I was younger. It does really help. Step 2 is to notice what you are feeling and feel it, which some people have a really hard time doing. I know I'm one of those people because I'm always one to shut out my emotions as soon as they become a problem. So that's a step that I definitely need to take in the future. Number 3 is to ask yourself what brings you joy, whether that's the simple things or finishing your chores and now you get to go do something fun, or going to watch a movie, or just hanging out with your family. Or it can be, big things like getting a promotion at work. I don't know what that feels like. I'm sure it's a very good feeling. I'm sure it's the same feeling I get whenever I get like a 100 on things. I'm sure it's very good for you guys. Number 4 is to take a step towards that joy, which is as if you're setting a goal to get to that. Like I said earlier, finishing that prologue for my book. I've been working on it for a while, so I can take a step toward it for just perhaps writing a paragraph if I feel like I can do that, or writing even more if I can. And 5, I say that like that's the last step. Number 5 is to let go of the outcome, because it may not be in your control. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. So you can't really decide that sometimes. And number 6 is to continue to explore possibilities. You don't want to close your mind off to one thing. You want to be able to see all of the different pathways that you can take, rather than this one thing that you've been looking at for so long. Because yes, it's the thing that you've been working towards, but maybe there's a different, easier path that will lead to a better outcome. So, yeah.